1, 2, 3, and a hey now, metal mic coming at you. And what are we doing? If you watch any of my videos, you'll notice that the other day I put up a trade video. A lot of items for a German helmet from one of my watchers out there, who I want to give a total shout out to. Shipped in 2 days, priority mail. He agreed to that deal for the helmet, and here we are. I thought I'd unveil it. A few of you asked if you could see it. Uh-oh, this is even better. The Heavy Metal Shop, Salt Lake City, vintage sweatshirt. Gotta love it. That's kind of cool. That's pretty rad. Good padding. And here we go. Here's that helmet. Let's see, where'd my razor blade go? So as I called it in the other video, it's an M42. These are unveiled here. It's a pot, simply meaning there's no liner. Got some of its original finish. So let's show it to you. So we've got an M42. It's a large size. This is a droop tail. This is the earliest of the Eagles from the Luftwaffe. Obviously World War II German Air Force. If you're not familiar, the Luftwaffe. So sadly it's got a scrape, but it's a period scrape, which means that it was done at the time through the head of the eagle in here. But it's an early eagle. Original finish still remains. As you can see, it sat some time on its head, because most of them would be set like this. It's got a light blue, which is common for the Luftwaffe. That's their color. And like I said, it's ET66, and then we've got 2708 on the back. Liner is long gone, which would be in here. But just a fun piece. And now I'm just basically kind of scoping real hard, seeing if I can notice anything like a scratched in name or anything. But this is the helmet, and now I will box all your items up in the deal. The trolley, the cool car, the knife, the jewelry. It's all coming on its way, and thank you. This is going to go into my private collection. And wow, what a historic piece. Even though I've moved away from the German World War II, I have been acquiring a few pieces here and there. I originally used to collect just World War II, but because of the stigma, you know, I get sick of dealing with it, so I've switched to German World War I. But this is great, and I love it. And hey, I've loved this stuff, and you say, why do you like that? It's Nazi stuff. To me, it's not, even though it is. I know history, I study history, I read all the history books, both sides, American and German, and how it all started was as a young kid, growing up in the 1970s, reading Sergeant Rock, At War. It was from comic books. And years ago, when I first started collecting, actually I was in the business at the time, selling antiques, vintage items, etc. Obviously, if you look around me, you tend to keep cool stuff if you're a collector hoarder like me. And I thought, well shit, you know, a lot of this stuff I'm going to want to shake loose at some point. So I can't love it all, I can't have it all. So why not focus on a specific area of things? And I thought to myself, wow, what did you always want as a kid? And I thought back, well, I always wanted a German helmet. And so that was how it started. I went out and I got one German helmet. And while the diseases continued, don't we all have a story like that, similar? Much respect to the guy out there. He wants to remain unnamed, and I respect that. And I'm going to respect that for making this trade with me. And getting this into my collection, and I hope you love the items you're getting, no matter what you're going to do with them, whether you're going to flip them or if you're going to keep them. I can tell you the story on the trolley was a flea market find, so that was a score. The car is really kind of a cool find. I found that in a gentleman's collection here in Minnesota, and when I say collection, he wasn't even a collector. He restored old cars, and he had a few, and I really mean a few, old toy cars up on a shelf in his garage, and that was the only one that was cool. And he had said that it had been up on his shelf for 20 plus years. Obviously it's a really early piece, but so it basically went from him to my garage, and now it's going to you. And that jewelry Gosh, I wish I could remember where I got that. Like I said, I know it's very early Art Deco, folk art, handmade jewelry, and I wish I could remember exactly where I got it. You know, to be honest with you, I want to think I got it from my stepfather, Gilbert Marty. I have to think that that's where I got it. It's kind of clicking in my head. But hey now, Metal Mike, got my helmet. Your stuff will be boxed and shipped tomorrow. Hey now, video 2 of the day. Can you believe it? Now back into the bunker.